Remember that this is the time when lakhs of devotees, tourists, curious visitors are heading to Prayagraj for the ongoing Mahakumbh Mela. However, there's been a controversy that's erupted over the airfare. Many people who are not taking the road or rail route and opting for a faster air route are forced to pay about 60,000 rupees. A Delhi Prayagraj aircraft ticket is about 60,000 rupees being reported, specifically by those who intend to take the air route. There's clearly a mega rush to the Mahakumbh and airlines intend to cash in on that. With the massive influx, and remember we are talking about lakhs of people already for the next Amrit Snan that's upcoming as well. They are expecting a massive influx of tourists, devotees and more. Ashutosh Mishra joining me for the latest on that. Ashutosh, the airlines monopoly and such behavior has been questioned in the past as well. But 60,000 rupees, I hope it's a return ticket, or is this one-way ticket of 60,000 rupees?
I had to book, tickets for my family members. The moment we started using the application, it actually shocked my brain that look at this kind of the situation because usual time. And let's do a, live demonstration. I'm using an application here. On the 6th March is the departure, 7th March is the arrival back, and this is the ticket from Mumbai to Prayagraj. So where I see the ticket cost is usually it's Air Akasha, and subsequently I see Indigo. The departure on 6th March and arrival back in Mumbai on 7th March, the ticket price goes around 11,879, including some taxes. It could be less than 12,000. Now, the first Shahi Snan, which is scheduled on 29th of January, which is barely few days, and if I book the ticket for the same, 29th the departure from Mumbai to Prayagraj, and 30th January arrival from Prayagraj to Mumbai. Let's see the tickets, and this is the live demonstration. Look at the prices. Here it is. Air Akasha, then Indigo, Air India. These are the flight details where it says the to and fro tickets is 50,734 rupees. All you see is live. That's Mumbai and Prayagraj. One could consider probably the distance is too much. Let's now check it exactly from Delhi, that how much the prices are actually costing during this peak. And of course, it's a very auspicious occasion. Mostly people prefer to only go on the Shahi Snan days as there is a belief. It's a matter of faith. Exactly on the same date when I'm checking the tickets from Delhi to Prayagraj, exactly it shows on 28th and 29th, which is to and fro tickets. The flight is costing here, it is 31,000 to 50,000. And exactly on the next day when it goes from 29th to 30th, so that's an auspicious day on 29th. So this is not just one day. On 29th, on 3rd February, on 12th February. So all these auspicious occasions, when we are checking these flight on different platforms, the ticket varies from 50,000 to 60,000. So though I could only be able to check from Delhi to Prayagraj, Delhi and Mumbai. Now, considering the flight tickets from Chennai, from Bangalore, well, there will be connecting flights, these prices, and that's exactly you rightly said, whenever there is such occasions,
stay on with me, Ashutosh, because even if someone can afford to pay the high amount of 50,000, 60,000, which may increase, especially if you're coming from Chennai, Thiruvananthapuram or other corners of the country where the distance is longer, is this a fair price? Only because there's an ongoing Kumbh Mela happening. Stay on with me because it looks like that the DGCA has been informed of these rising prices. Clearly, there must be a lot of complaints reaching them. The aviation watchdog has sent out a warning to the airlines. The DGCA has said, rationalize the airfares, add the flights, add number of flights, that means, and bring down the pricing here. Remember, devotees, especially many in large, and those who are possibly short on time, or if there is a longer distance, for example, for the southern states, for them, air route is usually the most comfortable and appropriate. And at that, this is the reason that the Directorate General of Civil Aviation has taken note of it. What happens here on Ashutosh? DGCA has sent out a warning. Is it planning to take any action against it? Do you see a decrease coming in? Or do you think this is what the airlines are known to do? They realize this is their time to cash in and they'll continue with it.
Well, if at all the DGCA has issued such orders and directives to the airline companies, I still see the tickets, the New Delhi to Prayagraj On 28th January departure from Delhi, 29th Jan departure from Prayagraj. A ticket cost still says 51,442, which prices including some taxes, it will be nearly around 55,000. So if at all the DGCA has set these airlines as the news reports are coming, we will see the impact. But given the previous precedent, there have been many occasions, be the auspicious occasion in certain cities or some crisis whenever we see the rush of the people. We haven't seen really much that affecting the prices despite such DGCA warnings or the directives. Airline companies hardly, because I don't remember last time when there was intervention from the DGCA and these airline companies have reduced. So we can wait another 24 hours. But looking at the previous precedent, airline companies have never reduced their airfare. They have directives. They might have issued a press release. We are rationalizing. So all it has come only the assurance. But looking at this, when we are expecting nearly 40 crore people going to Mahakumbh, this kind of arrangements we see, a grand occasion we are seeing, this kind of all this arrangement, all ultimately it is the airlines which is now cashing the faith of the people. And you rightly said, this is what we see, their prices, fare prices from 50 to 60,000, only the people traveling from New Delhi to Mumbai. There could be many people who may be physically unfit. There could be some physical challenges, many senior citizens or the people who are planning to go and just take a holy dip and then return back. Probably they would not be able to stay in Prayagraj for really longer.
About those
That
who are
makes
taking
really
the air route.
inconvenience to-
While, of course,
and that
there's the
also
road,
affecting to the
there's the
customers.
rail route, and then there's air. Do you think right now there would be thousands, if not lakhs of people, devotees, visitors, tourists, who intend to take the air route specifically to the Mahakumbh, and it must be a big number. Clearly, the airlines realize it.
Oh, absolutely, absolutely. Since we see the volume, I mean, the government has already said they are expecting 40 crore people. Imagine at least there will be more than millions people at least expected to taking the air route, a shorter route, probably thousands of the people who would rather prefer to just reach on the auspicious day, take a holiday and return back, probably do not want to venture out all across the city. Thousands of people, we are seeing lakhs of the people, perhaps millions of the people who are commuting by road or by the railways. But at the same time, when we see the rationalizing railway tickets, when the buses are not really going the prices up, why should the airlines cashing upon the faith of the people when there is an auspicious occasion? And then there is a government, there is a DGCA, when always they acknowledge, whenever, as I said, whenever there is a crisis, whenever there is a volume of the passengers traveling in any particular sector, we see all of sudden skyrocketing such prices. We can only expect that after DGCA's intervention, perhaps in at least not 6, at least in next 24 hours, we will see some relief, some respite in the skyrocketing air ticket prices, Pooja.
So remember, there are people who intend to go to the Mahakumbh. They want to take the air route. Are such pricing justified? 50 to 60,000 rupees, even if it's a two-way ticket, possibly for and during the snan. So if you're planning to book your tickets during the upcoming